All right, let's get the show on the road. Let's blow this popsicle stand, etc., etc., etc. Oh, wearing dress shirt. I guess I got like the fem cut one, except like, you know, extra. Because I'm cute. Yes, beans. Yeah. Runs tomorrow. God, I've had such a fucking busy weekend already. I did nothing today. I did absolutely jack shit today. I slept in. I rolled out of bed late. I mostly watched some YouTube videos. Did a couple practice runs. Just off stream. Chilled a little bit. Because tomorrow is like both tomorrow is both you know, like I'm doing commentary for a run as well. Yeah. Yeah. Doing both a commentary block at around 3 Central. And then obviously the run probably closer to 7 Central. I'm just nervous. But I mean, I've performed before, you know. That's something I do. But I just want to make sure that like that, you know, I'm warmed up. I set up 2 saves so I can, you know, do the like the actual like tricks right now right away. So I have a save set up so I can practice both of the tricks right now. Like the main tricks. Okay, good old first try there. That's good. Oops. Oh, that'll fuck that up. Whatever. Wrong one to go to. But I mean, we can always just get that first try. Let's just get back to that other spot. Yeah, how are you doing today, Heavy? I did on you. I did. Fuck me. I like to inch closer a little bit so I can make sure I land on that. Oh, God. Very bad. What do you mean? Like, you've just been so tired that, like, from doing that you don't have much energy to do anything else? Oh, it's a 5-hour run? Oh, gosh. Is it just, like, parkour bus? Or parkour train, I guess? Because it looked like you were doing, like, skateboarding tricks on a fucking train on the rails. Yeah, that's a long run. I've never run a game that's, like, that's actually, like, that long. I don't know how to get that consistent, that, like... Early. The thing is that if you flip up onto the top platform a little early, you have to time the other one later, right? So it's like, it is a variable trick there. Nice. I mean, obviously you can like run the other category too, but it's like, it really depends on, is it interesting enough for that long a run to be accepted in, depending on the kind of things you want to submit it to. There's, you know, strategies, you know? But yeah, I'll just say the Rush concert was incredible. They were great. It's incredible how good they still are at their fucking instruments after all this time. Like, they are still stellar quality musicians. It's fucking wild. Getty's voice is still pretty good. Like, obviously, that's the part that's probably the weakest part of his arsenal. But, like, dude's in his early 70s. You think I'm giving him shit for that? No, 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 no. Like, I am not giving him shit for that. It's just, like, that's... It's like, Bro's voice is old. He can't hit some of those high notes anymore. He's rewritten some of, like, the lines to be more doable, which I think is fine, you know? Like, some of those songs are just so fucking high, you know? But, like, as instrumentalists, Jesus Christ, they still shred. Like, they're still top-notch instrumentalists. God, like, Getty is still... Obviously, you know I was watching Getty most of all. Nice. Heck, we want to go back here. Real quick. This. Ah, fuck. That's like a part that I could screw up on. Ah, fuck. Too late there. I wonder, like, what pedals he uses, if much at all. One thing I did yesterday, I went into the city yesterday, hung out with Twinkie, one of the guys who flew in, or the guy who flew in, versus my other friend who drove in. We went to Chicago Music Exchange. Oh, gosh. I fucked that all the way up. And I was actually looking at bass, drive, and distortion pedals. I actually might want to pick your brain about it. Ah, fuck. Because I looked at a couple. I basically just looked at 3. I wasn't wanting to buy anything yet. I was like, I'm going to talk to my professional musician friends and get an idea as well of like ones to look at, you know, as well as, you know, talk to the folks there. They mentioned one was Dark Glass, which was probably of the ones I used, the one I liked the most. Ah, too early. I don't think I played a Sans Amp one. DM. Yo, what's up, Corn Chip? Yeah, I looked at a Microtubes B3K. And then a Bass Mountain from Frost Giant Electronic. And I sent that to Two Dose, and he was saying that he has a bigger version of the one I looked at. Because like I was thinking of stuff like stuff like some of the hardcore tones that I want to try and emulate at some point. Ah, too slow. Yeah, he showed me, at least the one that he linked to me, that he owned, was, yeah, the B7K, yeah. It was, this was the one that he said that he owns. And it's like, he said that Squid was using that during the Crazy Taxi run. I don't know if like that was Squid's or if that was Two Doses bringing it in. Too quick. Plugins, okay. Yeah, and then they let me try out a cheaper one that I just did not like the sound of. It was too oppressive. I liked the blend option on the Dark Glass too, because it like really had an interesting tonality to it. Ah. What am I missing here? So I wasn't looking for a bass, but like I want a distortion / drive pedal. Ah, fuck. Well, it's just like it gets an interesting tone to it, you know, even when you do just like, you know, you want a lot of drive, a lot of distortion, right? You know, it gets a different tone. Obviously, I haven't heard what it sounds like when you like put that into like a mix, or you get that like actually recorded rather than just hearing it through a speaker, you know. There we go. I was messing that up. But yeah, that's the next thing I want to buy, because I just think that like, I don't know, it was inspiring. I was just playing like some stuff I feel like would be in like a hardcore riff, right? Like 6 on the A string, 6 open, 6 open, 4th fret on the E, 6th A, open A, just like some like tritones and just other stuff like that. And it just sounds like when with picking, it's just like, oh, this makes me want to fight someone, you know? This makes me want to fight someone. And It's like I want to jam with folks. I want to figure some shit out. I want to figure some shit out, you know? Like, y'all are such good musicians and, like, write your own music and have played in bands and shit like that. And here I am just, like, yeah, like, year and a half into this shit. So it's like, I feel like I'm at a place where I could start playing with people, right? I should have done more at SGDQ, but, like, just a little late on the flip press there. But it's like, God knows I was so busy doing tons of other stuff, right? GDQ is, like, impossible for me to schedule nowadays. It's just, like, there's too many people to see, too many things to do. I gotta go up and, like, hang out with some folks and, like, just, like, jam at some point. There we go. I've been getting, like, much more inconsistent on this. But, like, my friend Twinkie is more of a guitar player, and he was definitely playing some guitars on the regular floor. Whereas I wanted to go downstairs. Oh. Too early, too early. I know, like, the rooms in, like, the basement said one person at a time, but I was just like, Twinkie, come in here. We're just gonna mess with a bass and a few of these pedals and just figure stuff out, which was fun. I was just like, look, we're not, like, messing around. I don't know how to work pedals as well. I was just like, we'll figure some stuff out. I think Twinkie said he has, like, a multi-effects pedal. I'd have to, you should send me a link to, like, what you have in Sans Amp, and I can, like, listen to, like a demo of that at some point. Should be good. Okay, I'm gonna move on to practicing this trick again. I just get it first try, like, gives a fuck. So I guess if I get it, you know, 2 times in a row, who gives a fuck? Okay. Heck. 21. Master, low, high, drive, mix, mid, height, shapeshifter, YYZ shapeshifter. It's about similar to the panel I was looking at, the dark glass. I mean, I have just like dark glass, like watching like a few, you know, bass channels. I have heard them bring up dark glass. So it's like, it's a name that I have heard that sounds like that people do have. That's 3 in a row. What the fuck? Oh, I do that. I did that. Yeah, that's what I feel like I've heard. But it's like, I feel like that it was sounding good if I wanted to like have it in like a more kind of a punker, more punk sense, you know? Obviously, like, you can dial it to be a certain way, yeah? Oh, did I post this? Send this one? Fix server? I didn't. Because Because what I really want to test it with is like we just grabbed a P bass because I'm interested in like plugging that with, this fucker. This also has like a tone knob, so it's like I turned like the tone off on the P bass we were using. I was like, oh, that's an interesting different sound. We like just using the pedal tone, the pedal drive, the pedal distortion versus any tone from the P bass. It was like an actual Fender P. It was like a Squire one. Mostly same difference. But what I really want to test it with, this fucker. Because like this one, like it has just cleaner tones overall because it doesn't have any tone, but it has, the preamp in, it's a fucking, it's a active bass. That's the... Oh, yeah. I mean, when I've been playing my punk stuff, I mostly just have the tone up all the way, but it's just like I want to hear what kind of sounds it gets when I have certain tone off and certain other things on, right? I mess with it, Let's do a... Oh, yeah. But that's the thing, is that, like, I could tone chase by, like, getting gas, gear acquisition syndrome, and all that jazz. But it's like, I have 3 basses. I have enough there. I need to play with people, And, like... Yo, that is the Victor Tuga with the raid. Yo. I'd give you the shout out, but I just started my practice run. But hello, Madcat MKO2. Welcome to the stream. Vic, how y'all doing? I hope FF7 is still treating you well. So, as I've been telling like all the friendos, most of the friends already know, but I'm doing a run tomorrow night for the Non-Binary People's Day celebration showcase on the Games Done Quick channel, the big channel. I'm playing this game. I'm hoping to show off 100% with the at least world record route, the double intermission skip route. And I'm working on some practice runs because there's a couple of very hard tricks as a part of this run, and if I don't hit the tricks first try, it's fine, but I really want to hit them really quick. Like, I don't want to fuck them up too much. But they're just tough. I think I see, is that a Baticus follow that I just saw? Hello. Yo. Welcome to the stream. Another modern day V6. Can we say legend? You have been very good at the game for a number of years now, if I'm not mistaken. So, welcome to the stream. Watch an old dog learn new tricks, as I've been joking a ton, but yeah, you gotta eat. Thank you again for the raid, Vic. I'm certain you'll be probably lurking. I mean, there's a lot of V6 veterans. I guess I'm probably one of the oldest folks that's still involved in the community at this point, which is still wild that I came back to the game and, had any ability in the game whatsoever. I was surprised at how much muscle memory I still had once I started debrusting. It was kind of wild. Yeah, that'll be tomorrow. I think around 7 Central. But I'll definitely post a link in the server again. It's going to be Alpha and Elo on commentary for me, so I'm very excited for that. Nice. We're going to be closing it off, too. That's like super exciting. I was just like, I don't know if V6 is exciting enough to be the final run, but you know. Oh, that's sad to hear. Yeah, I hope you do. Health problems are not fun. I thought I got that, yeah. What were the main categories that you put a lot of time into? I know I watched you, some. I know I've dropped into your stream before. It's wild to see, like, gosh, I've been getting those pretty consistently lately. It's still wild to see all the, like, runners start to, like, no out of bounds and glitchless? Nice. I never really did glitchless even back in the day. I know that, like, no out of bounds is, like, I guess a little different now. I don't know all the category names for the other categories. It's... I kind of want to try and do one of the categories that actually has double intermission skip in it, so I can just slap that into a run and be like, all right, I learned the hard trick, so now I should be able to do one of those runs pretty okay. My problem is that, like, some of those shorter categories, like, really benefit from having some of those other more optimized rooms, which is something I just never really did even back in the day. Like, I don't know, like, plain sailing. I don't know a few other, like, stuff. Like, my category, even back in 2014, 2015, was 100%. I was just 100% runner for the most part. Like, I hate that. So it's like I remembered more like 100% focus tricks, but But yeah, as you can see, the reason why I have the RTA timer up and not like plugged into the auto splitter is because since this is a marathon run and I'm probably going to be quitting out to menu for like double intermission skip and the warp zone trick, like the IGT doesn't really matter for that stuff. I want to make sure that if I have to quit out to menu a few times that I'm keeping my time below 20 minutes, which very doable, honestly. 20 minutes is a pretty lenient, like, estimate. I mean, it was Elo's estimate at SGDQ, and obviously he was going to crush that. The main problem with this route is that double intermission skip and the warp zone trick, at least this version of the warp zone trick, are like kind of hard and inconsistent, you know? Not necessarily inconsistent, but it's like, yeah, well, they are. New trick alert. Thank you, Elo, for finding that. I really want to show that trick off if I can get it. It's so cool looking. Like, yup, we are a terminal, just squeezing through that thing. Oh, are you kidding me? I should probably be a little more careful with that. There we go. And there I get the frame perfect one. I don't know why I'm going for all those frame perfect resets there. Or death skips, whatever. I'm getting into my head R for reset so I don't say, and then you kill yourself like 15 billion times on the GDQ stream. That'd probably be pretty rude. Okay. Yeah, classic. I mean, the things I see is like, you know, the people who get really kicked out are like the ones that do like, oh, like the cheat the runs all that time. And it's just like, what are you doing? Nope. This is why we have the RTA timer going. Okay. This. Gonna create a save. So that way we can just attempt this really quickly. It's hard. Like, I've been getting it like really fast. Wrong space, wrong spot. There we go. So, I mean, like, that's still, like, a few tries to get that. But, like, what was that, 4th try? Something like that. That is acceptable. I mean, they'll still keep it well below 20 minutes as long as I don't, like, screw up the warp zone trick a whole bunch. But... oh, students do be pissing you off. I'll read that in a second. Oh, sup, okay. A teacher? What the fuck? How are you doing, Loke? You are well, my homie. I mean, is the teacher, like, self-deprecating and dorky? Because, I mean, if you're a math teacher, that could be like, all right, here's the nerdy, harder method. I mean, it depends on delivery, right? But, like, whatever. Go, pretty good there. Dumb way. God, it's so annoying. Yeah, I think I saw you posting about that in Mario's server. That's just, why be pejorative or like whatever for no reason? Like, be encouraging. How you doing, Tudos? Morning. I was talking to Heavy just here about bass pedals. He suggested Sans Amp as well. Have you messed with Sans Amps at all, or just the dark glass stuff? Yeah, I've been seeing you post there. I've heard of Sans Amp, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I've heard of a lot of stuff, but that doesn't mean I like know what it sounds like. It was nice to like play on a few. I'm still like thinking it's just like the one that you have, what is it, the BK7 is just like, okay, it's twice as much. I don't know if I'll get as much use out of like the EQ stuff, though I guess the EQ stuff would be better for a non-active bass where I want to fiddle more with like EQ settings, right? Because like that would give me more ability to like shape my P bass as opposed to if I plug in my 5-string, right? Oh, I am bad. Wow. From Smart School? Just, it's like, why be a jerk? Why be a jerk? Oh, is it because if you're like plugged DI into the board, or like into like the into another system that's like pumping it out to the speakers as opposed to your own amp? like that has enough juice to do it. Oops, not that button. Not that button. So you think maybe getting like the better one would be a good investment? I'll think about it. I'll definitely think about it. Nice. Obviously, yeah, but that's like, I'd want to mess with other stuff, but it was like, I'd at least heard of Dark Glass, and it sounded good. I liked the mountain one that I shared with you too. That one had a lot of options too, and sounded good too. But like, it was my first time messing with distortion pedals, and I was having so much fun. Like, I'd be tempted to go back down again and mess with some more. I mean, I also, you know, grabbed a P bass, or like my friend grabbed a P bass. That was just like, I want to just mess with a P bass, so it'd be like my own Squire P bass, you know. V on your V, on your V, on your V. Oh, that was a little close. That, okay. That's jank as fuck, but. How you doing, Octa? Purposely killing splits right now because the splits have a thing where they I mean, I could turn off the setting where it auto resets if you quit to menu because of going to menu is illegal for the V6 leaderboards, but I want to have this tied to real time anyways. I want this tied to real time so I can make sure I'm under estimate for there are certain glitches that require going to menu, and a lot of those glitches are banned in certain categories like text storage, but also since most of the leaderboard categories, except for certain ones that allow like text storage, they use in-game time. So if you quit to menu, in-game time isn't running anymore. So that's another reason why it is not allowed, because we go by in-game time for leaderboard runs. You know, I quit to menu a couple times in this run, and that's not tracked in the in-game time. And also, like, for the... Thank you, Vorpal. Oh, yeah, I can... give a proper shout out to Vic Tortuga now. But also, you know, my estimate for GDQ is in real time. So 20 minutes real time. If I really have to quit out to menu a bunch of times on the double intermission skip and on the warp zone trick. Why are you doing that, camera? Bad camera. Bad camera. Oh yeah, Tudos. I'm wearing a backup. Wearing a new Rush shirt that I spent way too much money on, but my other friends were buying merch, and I was like, fuck, I have to. I have to. I don't even know if they're ever going to tour again. I didn't think they were going to tour this time, so it's like, oh, it's the FemCut. How much extra it shows and how are. Fake Canadian who only knows one Rush song. It's really quite disappointing. It is really quite disappointing. How could you? Whereas me and Shadow Navi, yeah, Tom Sawyer's great, but like, fuck Toronto. What about the airport? Aren't you probably going to be flying out of the Toronto airport to even get to England? Shouldn't you be more grateful to the Toronto airport? Worst airport in the world? Oh yeah, Detroit, yeah. I've never flown out of LAX. Have I? With my family? I may have. I've never, like, properly gone to LA. Family vacation, I think we flew through LAX on the way to Hawaii. I think that's what we did. All right, well, that was a good run. That'd be... If I go to AGDQ, I will be flying into Atlanta. I think I've only connected through Atlanta. Oh yeah, I've flown out of JFK once. That was when I was heading back from Vicky's wedding. Got the timer. Like usually the auto splitter like auto starts when I'm, you know, starting a new run, but you know, doing RTA runs, it's different. At least for this. I just don't want to mess with my settings for splits that already work, you know. Bro hates being Canadian. Ah, fuck. Yeah, that did suck for you to have to go there just for like... Was that the visa shit? Yeah. Fingers crossed, but it's also like, oh gosh, then we'd have to fucking make lots of wild plans. But I mean, crossing those bridges when we get to them, you know? Crossing those bridges when we get to them. I have not had a breakdown flying. I'm gonna tell you that much, Death Chain. It's not so bad. I mean, every airport is stressful and all that stuff. But, I mean, that's traveling, you know. Well, yeah, I mean, I fucked that up. I'm not paying attention. Woo. I'll give you a hug. I'll like come through my city. I'll give you another hug. I've given you multiple hugs before, but like I will give you more. What? Were they right that aliens exist? Is that what we're talking about? I tried to go for the thing. I missed the thing. I got the thing. Whoa, you are almost at 200 fucking streams. That is fucking incredible, Octa. Fuck. I have gotten better at it in the last couple months. My advice is I don't mash at this point. I kind of do, but from what I was told, it's press and then unpress and press. So it's like, for like, depending on the frames. So it's like a frame of pressing, no flip, a frame of it released, and a frame, then another frame pressing it. So what I do is that I am very lightly kind of mash space and V. Like I try and do it very quickly, press space, unpress, and then press V. You know, kind of alternating. So alternating pressing those two buttons. And it's also how I try and mash. Not only, doesn't always go perfectly, but it's like those are the two buttons I am mashing. Please can't. Oh, what am I doing? This is scuffed F fuck. I mean, it'll depend on like how it goes for you, right? But that's my advice as to what is working for me at the moment. And obviously it's like other top runners just mash a single button. I'm assuming other top runners do other stuff. God, am I a top runner again? Fuck. As a certified top 4 in V6 100%. I don't even know how I'm relevant in this game again. That's the fucking thing. How is that happening? How is that happening? How has this come to pass? But yeah, that's my advice, but I would, you know, try it out, see what works for you. I was bad at line clips way back in 2014, 2015. Speedrunning. Hey, someone is actually trying to speedrun there, so let's not discourage them, right? You can discourage me. I accept that, but don't discourage the person who's dropped in, right? We can joke about it with me, but if someone wants to actually like learn and practice, I don't want to discourage them, right? We are being positive about speedrunning in this stream right now. Oh God, what'd I do? Oh no. Oh no. What am I doing? I am being quite inconsistent, and I'm not paying attention right now. I guess it's also because I'm kind of like, all right, the rest of the run doesn't matter when I'm doing these no reset runs. I'm just worried about 2 tricks. Like, I want to get the other tricks good, you know? All right, I'm going to show y'all a new trick. I mean, usually I would have been one of the people joining in the chorus on disparaging speedrunning, but you know, check this out. Hell yeah. That's like a few days old. With this sprite from talking to Victoria and resetting out, you can slip through there on a cycle. It's actually not too hard if you time it well enough. Nice. Yeah, this game is a really good intro to speedrunning, I'd say. It was the first game I really put time into back in 2014. And I picked it up, like, if you've seen, like, if you know what the Games Done Quick marathons are, Elo Mavi, one of the top runners for this game, recently played this game in category at SGDQ 2026, and he did an incredible job. I had the honor of commentating on the couch for that run. And now I'm going to be doing a run of this game for the same channel, Games Done Quick, but for a smaller non-binary people day showcase. Tomorrow, actually. I'm practicing. But, like, it's a fun game. It's a really good game to kind of intro yourself to speedrunning, because like a big way of getting better is just strictly playing more. It really just is play more, die less, and there's a few like glitches you can learn that are like not too difficult to help drive your time down. There we go. This trick is not one you'll learn early. This is part of the world record route, and it is very difficult, but allows you to skip the 2 intermissions. But it is a complicated trick that's pretty hard to pull off using a bunch of glitches all at once. Hour 30? 42 minutes? Yeah, see, that's the thing. You just play more, and it's like, wow, I died so much less. You'll be getting below 30 minutes in no time. I have no doubt. Oh yeah, how is the Marforia Dark Souls Academy going? Is she actually gonna try and do runs, or does she just want to know enough to be able to do some randos dangerously? Oh yeah. By the way, you said no glitches. The line clip is technically considered a glitch. So if you do want to keep it being glitchless, you can't do that trick. Like, or at least in the way that the speedrunning community defines glitches. Like, if it's just a run for yourself, you know, like, who really cares? But like the line clips are considered a glitch. I mean, I'm using tons and tons of glitches. But like, I'm doing glitchy category. I'm good at video, I promise. There we go. I feel the music. Feel that funky music, blue boy. Non-binary boy. Yeah. This is a really good game to just, you know, sit down and get better at, though. Wait, is this? Well, what is two dose done that? Whoops. Dang it. Yo, sup, Fi? How you doing tonight? Oh, I will definitely play that funky music. Play that funky music, white boy. Lay down that boogie and play that funky music till you die. I don't know the rest of the lyrics, but, you know, that's just it's just such an iconic chorus, you know? It's just such an iconic chorus that's just like, it's just fun. What can you say? Other than, yeah. If someone calls out to you, I'm assuming this would be like, you know, an African-American, like, guy in a disco club. And if I was in a funk band playing some funky music at a discotheque, and someone called out to me, play that funky music, white boy, I'd be like, I will play that funky music. That is not a pejorative white boy. That is a, we can all be that funky white boy playing that music, you know? It takes a state of mind, you know? All right, let's see if we can do it. Ah, too quick. Too early. So that got the trinket too quickly to get the kind of glitch I needed for that trick. I was a little too excited. There's so much going on. Quick. This is why I have the splitter going with RTA, real-time attack. As Vorpal has always quoted, RTA is art, but as I like to distort it, RTA is rat. It's hard to time this sometimes. There we go. Art TA. Art time attack. What did Garfunkel ever do to you? Why would you take the time to attack him? I mean, like, even, like, messing that trick up a couple times, I think you would give us time to explain it better and also, like, show variations of why. Yeah? Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk to you again. Or envision softly creeping. Something, what I was thinking. Oh, gosh. I think that that's, like, fighting words, I think, to a lot of people. Fucking clip through there, please. Yeah, I was about to say. And the vision that passed in through my brain still remains. Something with the sound of silence. For the words of the prophets were written on the studio wall. Concert hall! And echoes the sound of salesmen. Of salesmen! Of salesmen! Yeah, that's still a little bit over 17. Still pretty far under, yeah, that's a fun little bit. Of salesmen! It's like, I don't need to hit that top note in my full voice, right? Of salesmen! You just do a nice little falsetto there. You just gotta, like bleed into it. Of salesmen! It's pretty good, you know? You can do that. Salesman! I don't even know what that note is. Fuck. I mean, that is fucked up. That is fucked up, in fact. God, I got to see Getty sing that and play that 2 days ago. I mean, they're playing right now. They're probably an hour into the concert. Yes, I am looking at my non-existent watch. Hair is past you here. Cecilia. What else? They have a lot of famous songs. Oh, Cecilia, you're breaking my heart. You're shaking my confidence daily. Oh, Cecilia, I'm down on my knees. I'm begging you, please, to come home. Oh, oh. I think they have other famous songs, but that's the one I always think of. There's the Bridge Over Troubled Water, but I don't actually know, like, the sound of that one. They have a couple other famous ones. Shaking my head that you only know Tom Sawyer and YYZ by Rush. I'm going to take your Canadian card. I figured it was something like that. Do you say sister woman? Is that something you would say to a femme? That doesn't like roll off the tongue in this one. Yeah, I was never really a country music fan. My dad has one country music artist that he likes, and I've actually seen her with him twice, and she's a fantastic musician. Yeah, I mean, I take no umbrage. I take no umbrage from it. I just want to let you know. Obviously, I do not speak for everybody. I speak for myself, you know, but personally, I do not take any umbrage of your use of those. But I do like the thought. So that is something, you know. Fuck me. I might be dropping some frames. I have seen that I have dropped some frames tonight. I have some dropped frames tonight, so it could be me. I haven't experienced any personal internet issues, but yeah. It would have to be, other people would have to corroborate. Because I cannot, you know, see the frame droppage. I don't have time to look over at, you know, OBS while doing these runs. I have to look directly at the screen. This is a game that, like... This is a game that I have to be looking at it at all times, right? I thought that. Dark. You should follow in Vic's footsteps. Vic is so happily retired. Like, look at the games he's playing. He's just like all across the board. I mean, you were in the, you were going thick, you know? Oh yeah, I actually met Keyzeron for the first time at, SGDQ. Okay, dang. I didn't even know he ran that. I mostly knew that he was like in like Pokemon. And that he was obviously a GDQ personality. I mean, I basically considered myself a retired speedrunner, right, Vic? And look what I'm doing now. Like, look at me. I'm fast. I'm fast again. Oh. It could happen to you. The speedrunning bug might bite you. Because I think you would have considered that I was like one of the most retired people you've seen, but here I am now. Hey, I'm still playing my my casual games. I'm still mostly in the casual seat. Fuck me. Nice. How do you think about the cold, Vic? Or nice, we got that again. Oh yeah, you do love maple syrup. It's true. Maple syrup is worth it. God, how many maple snacks did we buy at like the dollar store? Apple? Well, what is maple then? I don't know what maple is. How am I supposed to know the joke if I don't know what maple is? Or is it just an intentional misspelling like I like to do? Fuck me in the bean sauce. Snapple my mapple. Apple facts. Instead of like Snapple facts, it's just Mapple. Oh yeah. That's all right. Have you heard me yap? I am very much a random yapper too. Nope. It is a hobby of mine to misspell intentionally. Second try there. That's pretty good. See, that is... I am entirely fine with getting it second try. I would love to get a run that like legitimately could, it won't be a PB probably, but like that could be submitted to the leaderboards. I think that'd be so cool if I managed to get both tricks first try. But like second try on that would be, I'm not complaining. Like that trick, you know, has a frame perfect input that, you know, has a pretty okay visual cue, but it's like, it's a visual cue. It's not like I can't buffer it, nothing like that. And then the other trick is just hard. Irish, or Irish car bomb. I always want to say Irish car bomb. Hope you're doing well tonight. We're getting the practice in. I think after this one, I may actually boot up the splits and start doing some actual reset runs. But I wanted to get a couple no reset runs in. Then tomorrow I might just like load up a save and do some just trick practice on 2 hard parts. Dog, I'm excited for you. I mean, you were talking about Bath. You're gonna be in, is it like western, southwestern England, I'm guessing then, when you were talking about Bath? Like, I know that like you aren't gonna be in Bath, but yeah, I have heard that that is not a good thing to call something. It's fast. Bath is really cool. You gotta go to like the Roman bath. That's so cool. Like legitimately so cool. One of the coolest things I saw during my trip, my family. Nice. I mean, like, yeah. I mean, it's like, obviously, like, the whole never forget 9/11. It's like, okay, you know, I don't think we're about to forget. But, like, still. I mean, I don't think, oh gosh, would an actual Irish bar around here have a drink called that? I know that's a colloquial name for something, right? Is that the one that's like pouring a shot of Bailey's into a Guinness, if I'm not mistaken? never forget 7-Eleven. Slurpees. Am I dropping more frames? Fuck me. Yeah, that's... I'll have to figure something out once I finish this run. Oh, fuck you. What are you doing? There we go. I'm always back. I don't know how bro does that. That's one of those where you're gargling battery acid. You are like slurping on bleach, my buddy. Like what in the fuck? Or as my dad used to say, like Drano Quartet. Like Rod Stewart, a few others. Fuck me. Got that first try. What was it? Joe Cocker was another one that he used to joke that about. Who else was in the Drano Quartet? This was like an old joke of his. I'm trying to remember. I don't remember. Dang. Dang. I have largely not had issues with that section, which is good because I hate it. I don't know. I think they might be more 70s names. I don't think Axl Rose was in that. Like my dad's not 70. What is he now? Oh gosh. He just turned 69. I'm not thinking right now. I gotta actually play the video game instead of thinking about like singers. Yeah. God, he's turning 70 next year. Mom is already 70. In terms of like tricks or like rooms, fun, but yeah. Video games? Yeah, video. I mean, that'd be a pretty good run. That'd be a pretty good run. Billable hours done. Fuck yeah. Heck yeah. Alright, we're stable again. Yeah, I've dropped 4.3% of my fees. My fees. We're saying fees, so I was thinking. But I meant my frames. Okay. Alright, look. I haven't done like actual. I got back. I don't know if these runs are actually going to be good, but I want to at least try some. At least if I can try and get some runs to double intermission skip and do that. And if I need to, I'll probably I'll get some practice in certain areas. I just want to at least try some runs. I don't know if I'm in like run like PB shape, but I'm in good enough shape to at least have a good run tomorrow. Like, I didn't get any practice in for a week, and I do think that I got a little worse at the game because of that. But full first reset of the night. What are you doing? But yeah, Heavy, I also listened to Pallbearer. I liked it. I'm going to have to listen to it again because I was like talking with Twinkie in the car while listening to it. It's definitely got some heavy shit in it. Some slow crushing riffs. But definitely. And I did also listen to Anv, the one that Tudos recommended to me, the other one that he recommended. And that one was holy fuck. I've got to listen to both again though, because I wasn't listening to like the new music that I picked up, because I was like, I am just literally listening to Rush music. Okay, can we not do that right now? It was on should be a. Yeah, Heavy suggested one of their albums to me when we were at a record store at SGDQ. So I bought one album that Tudos recommended me and one album that Heavy recommended me. And then I bought also Zen Arcade by Husker Dude. I mean, we all should be more metal fans around here, too. Not that, like, I play metal on stream, because God knows I'd like to still have... Well, I guess the more I've been local recording, the less I gotta worry about, like... It'd probably not get monetized on fucking YouTube, but, like, my VOD channel isn't even monetized anyways, so... Gives 3 shits. But yeah, I mean, I was like the past week since getting back from SGDQ, it's just been like listening to Rush albums, right? Because like I gotta listen to Rush, you know? I've gotta remind myself a few of the albums that maybe I haven't listened to in a while. And then when I was done, it was like, well, okay, now I can finally listen to the stuff I've been waiting on. Oh, that should have died there, honestly. Doom goes the dynamite. I probably should listen to that. I don't have like a lot of recent protests. I have Fortress and I have, what was the one? Volition? Those are the only two protest albums I have. Though I will say finding Sequoia Throne when I was in high school was like, wait, metal can be like this? But then I got into like Between the Buried and Me and like shit like that. I did see that Protest was coming out. I know that, like, I think it's like, Data really likes Kezia? That one. Is that their first? Like, have they changed much? Or is it just that, like, you know, a band that old starts, you know, sounding different, you know? And it's one of those things where it's like, newer BT BAM is like, they're still doing mostly the same stuff, but I don't know, it just has lost a little bit of the luster. It's like, still good stuff. I do not dislike any, like, the newer BT BAM albums, but they don't sound as fresh as, like, Colors or Great Misdirect. And I don't know if it's any, like, singular thing, or if it's just that, like, I want bands to evolve a little more, or just my tastes have gravitated in a slightly different direction. I don't know. That's a tough thing, because I'm not sure. Because, like, some of my favorite bands with, like, long-ranging catalogs that, like, do swap up. Like, I do love a ton of Rush stuff. I like a lot of REM stuff, and they, like, had a lot of different sounds throughout their whole career, both REM and Rush. Like, do I have a band I really like that mostly stuck to the same thing? But the problem is that, like, most of the stuff, I like a portion of it, and then as they got older and swapped stuff up or didn't swap stuff up, it's just like, I don't know, it doesn't have the same ring to it anymore, right? I don't know. It's a question that's hard to answer because I don't know how to. Okay. But it's like also like, what bands do I have a ton of albums by that I can compare that kind of breadth, right? Because like REM, I have, how many albums do I have? Maybe like 10? I don't have all of their, no, I have 12. I have a gap in like the 90s that I don't have. I have Up, and then I don't have the stuff that's before Accelerate. Then I have Accelerate, and then, what's the last REM album? And then Rush, I have all their studio albums. And obviously there's some Rush albums that I don't think are like the most solid, like the first album. Press is not great, but it's okay. And then like Test for Echo, I think is Test for Echo. Snakes and Arrows is fine. I don't know. I think I have a lot of time to save there. Like more time. Nope. Good. 2 tracks on the last 2. Super Froggy, Fortress of Kazia. Okay. I listen to any Thrice albums. Haven't bought any, but I know that Thrice is, I think maybe Twinkie put me onto Thrice at some point. Is Thrice kind of post-hardcore? Kind of mathcore adjacent? Okay. There's so many different post-hardcores too, right? Like, I know I was hearing like A Day to Remember described as post-hardcore back in the day, but it's like the more I've gotten into post-hardcore, it's like the stuff I would have heard called post-hardcore, like back when I was listening to, I like to call it scenecore now, right? But like, you know, stuff that would have played at like Warped Tour and stuff like that, and like the post-hardcore I've been listening to more recently, like La Dispute, like and Husker Du even sounds like a little more like. One thing about that Husker Du album is it's like that 80s recording of drums just is like, it doesn't have the power of some like albums released later, you know. Yeah, post-hardcore is just so broad that I feel like I know that there's different labels like emo, like, so it's like, but it's like La Dispute. Like if I had to put like a Skylit Drive or like you know, a Skylit Drive, A Day to Remember, and then like La Dispute side by side. Oh yeah, those are all sometimes referred to as post-hardcore. Like, what are we talking about? Like, would not be able to tour with each other. Fuck. Yeah, it's metalcore with pop choruses, yeah. I think that, like, I prefer, like, the more I've gotten into it, it's like, I prefer, like, yeah, it's a kind of guitar tone and kind of, like, mixture of, like, screams and sings. Like, a certain kind of vocal delivery sometimes, but not always, you know. Have a good one, Matt Cat. Thanks for dropping in. You have a good night. Yo, sup, Spacey? How are you doing tonight? You should watch the GDQ channel tomorrow night. I've heard that it's going to be very, 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 very good. Glad to hear. Yeah, I'm excited. I did some like no reset runs, some proper no reset runs, so I could get some practice. There's a few things I'm nervous about. Like the run I commentated at SGDQ, Elo did a more consistent route, but it was like an older route. I am going to be showing off the, if this run dies, I will show off the route. But this has a frame perfect trick that if I miss it, I have to just retry it over and over, which is, it's a difficult trick. It's, if I fail it, it's basically run over for a leaderboard run. It's basically an instant reset, it is. And then there's another hard trick, not as hard as that one, but still pretty difficult trick that's later on in the run. So there's a couple very tough tricks that I want to show off, The estimate's 20 minutes. It's pretty generous. It is pretty generous for what I want to do. But if I like start failing, I have 2 commentators with me, 2 of the top runners in this category and also in the game. So it's like I'm gonna have people to bounce off of. They're very knowledgeable. They know what this shit is. And like, you know, we did like for Elo's run at SGDQ, we kept it more kind of surface level. We didn't go super in depth on a lot of tricks, but like kept it kind of more like, you know, larger audience friendly. Sup, Alpha? Speaking of one of the commentators. But for this run, I kind of want to highlight how stuff has changed in the last, you know, bunch of years, and kind of go over how this route works, and like maybe go into a little more detail on like some of the tricks. That's the goal. I have this theme. I have all this stuff. But like the estimate is still generous considering like how long it takes to reset, not reset, but like to set up again if I need to do the double intermission skip again, which is the frame perfect one, or the warp zone trick, which is a takes longer to set up, but is easier. But that's I think the most visually impressive trick of the run, is that one is like wild stuff is happening. Oh yeah, we just skipped through there. Don't worry about it. How you doing tonight, Alpha? I pulled up my actual splits for a bit. I'm assuming this run's gonna die at the trick, but it's not a great run right now anyways. I probably should not be going for that in the run, but I might be going for some frame perfect shenanigans. But yeah, I mean, I've done GDQ runs before. I've done, you know, other showcase runs before, you know. Fuck. Eat my liver, why don't you? I think I'll be a little nervous once it gets thrown to us, but I should calm down pretty well. I am pretty good at talking. I have been known to yap. Oh, okay. No. Click on that. Oh, it's my end. It is my end. I have been dropping frames tonight. It's kind of annoying. The trick. And I missed it. We'll just continue this run. Even though we won't have the proper RTA setup going. No. Come on. That mashed too quick. But that was it. That was it, but I mashed too quick. Late. I should probably just do more RTA runs. Yeah, I mean, this very well could happen, right? I mean, I will let y'all take over if this starts happening. So that's how it looks like. It's basically canceling out of a cutscene and storing it by teleporting out of it on the same frame we initiate it. And we do a telejump out of it to clip up early into tower. It is a complicated trick. It is a hard trick. I think there's only 4 that have done it, 4 people that have done it in the 100% route. It's also used in a few other routes. They go to someplace else, but it is a complicated trick. Fuck me. That's the second time I've done that today. Not on stream, but I've been practicing. I do not know the timing for that one. Way too early. Yeah. I just don't want to fuck with my splits, honestly. It's just like my splits are already working as is, and I just don't want to mess with them. But yeah, that's the trick I'm most worried about. But the other one, like, if I just start losing the feeling of it, it can go pretty badly too. Like, it's quicker if I can get the enter press, like, when I just land on the ground there. It's pretty nice. Gosh. I mean, like, I'm grateful that, you know, it's a showcase run. I don't have to get a run that would be able to submit to the leaderboards. It's just, it's a very difficult trick, and I think that Elo was, like the route that Elo selected for the GDQ run was a good route. I think it would have been fine if he had to, you know, mess with, you know, this multiple times. But I think that it was a cleaner route and allowed him to, like, play very cleanly. And I mean, showing off, like, the stuff that's going on here, it'll be like, depends on how clean I show it, but I mean, I think that it's also one of those things, I've said this before about other runs, about other difficult runs that have been on the GDQ stage. Sometimes a runner failing a trick multiple times really does set in to people watching, oh, this is hard. Whereas, like, if you see someone, like, ease through something, it's like, it kind of obfuscates, like, the difficulty of it because the runner is so good. And, like, that's a positive and a negative. It's, I think, better for, like, the more dedicated watcher or runner who knows, oh my gosh, like, it was hard for me to put into words, and I told everyone I talked to about the run at GDQ how good Elo's run was, but it's like one of those things where it's like, for someone who doesn't know V6 speedrunning, it might just look like a really good run, but like, oh, not too bad, not too difficult. When it's like, no, he was pulling off some really hard stuff and making it look simple. If I fail a trick a decent number of times, it's at least gonna show off, yeah, it's hard. That's at least what I'm telling myself. I'd rather have a very clean run, you know, and breeze through all the tricks and, you know, make it look simple, but, you know, we'll see. See the magic happen. This is the easier trick. Ha ha ha. I was just late. I was late. I set it up perfectly, but I waited too long. Nice. Second try there is very valid. I think even though, like, this would still be, like, an under 20-minute run, though. This would still be under 20 minutes. Even though I failed the, like, double intermission skip multiple times, and I failed the warp zone trick once, this would still be very much under 20 minutes. So my estimate is generous enough to... And yeah, I was telling someone else earlier, Heavy, I think you were here, but it's like, this is a game where you can just start running it, and just by not dying more, you just get better. Like, just do simple, like, oh god, what am I doing? Time slip my old nemesis. Hello, time slip, my old nemesis. I think that you should reread Genesis. 'Cause Adam and Eve, they did some big sins. I don't know what I'm trying to do here. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think that still would be... Savior split. We're gonna do more RTA runs. Like, I got 3 times in a row when I started the stream, or was at some point. Well, look at that. The fuck? Hello? What was I saying? What was I saying? Fuck you, game. It could take me 10 tries. I could get it first try. I don't know. All I know is I'm gonna have Alpha and Elo backing me up, and we're gonna have a good time. So we're gonna talk about the game. We're gonna explain some fun stuff. We're gonna have a good time. That's what I know. And that's just gotta be my mindset. I think once we start yapping on the call, it's gonna be like, okay, we're all good. Like, I'm excited to just get Alpha and Elo, like, yapping about, like, some tricks and some explanations about stuff. Like, I want this to go more in depth about, like, the routing, about some of the tricks that we just weren't able to talk about during the GDQ run. It's just... Alpha, is no telejumps like the basic any percent anymore, like what I remember? So I know that like no out of bounds still has like telejumps and some wild stuff. Or maybe not telejumps, but like still has some wild strats in it at high level. It's one of those things where it's like, ah yes, super mod of the V6 board Metallama does not know the difference between the categories. Yes, that's right, Bob. Metallama doesn't know jack shit about this game, and yet they still play it. Ho ho ho. Forgotten category now? Oh gosh. I'm just trying to think of like what was closest, like the old any percent category that I used to run way back in the day. It's like as like the intro category, because it used to be just any percent, and you do Gravitron skip, and then that would be a good intro category. I know people do glitchless. I just think like basic like intermission skip is, yeah, I know a lot more people run glitchless. Badicus was here earlier, and he was saying that like his main categories were no out of bounds and glitchless. Yeah, I never really ran glitchless. I was bad at Gravitron. You know? I never did a category that required me to do Gravitron. Meow, 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 meow. I guess I don't know like what that looks like. I probably looked at the run. I've looked at like the world record in a few of the runs, right? Just to like take a look. Oh, it does the, I was going to say Gravitron skip, but like it does the skip in Gravitron. Eat my liver, why don't you? Does anyone remember what the eagle that ate Prometheus' liver is called? Can anybody hook me up? I mean, that was pretty okay, so. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I think I need to just let the producers know that I'm going to leave the visual effects on, because like when I was doing DIS, I was seeing Viridian move around in the middle of the the middle of the teleport and kind of like, am I doing something wrong? I was like, no, that's just how Viridian always moves, but I just don't see it because the visual effects from the teleporter are going on. It's just like, oh gosh, that's just part of it. And I just was getting confused. I'll just have them put up a visual lights, flashing lights, or I don't know. I like my I like my flickering trinket. I say. Also, in the last couple days, I've just been having issues with Gordian Knot. So if I have a clean Gordian Knot tomorrow, I'm gonna really be happy. I am jinxing myself. I mean, that's acceptable. That is acceptable. Whoop and dooms. Nice. Oh, I'm still at TV, depending on the moment. But yeah, I'm going for this trick. Easy, simple, very simple and easy. Very easy and simple, simply easy. I want us to shout that out if I can pull that off. It is actually just easy. It is just easy, that new trick. Elo just finding minor time save after minor time save. Obviously, the new warp zone trick is like not minor time save. That's like major time save. I'm glad I could inspire him to do some more glitch hunting. Yeah, and dollar signs. Eat my fucking shorts. Thank you. It's just the one I know. Is there a easier one that's faster? Or am I just making it hard on myself? I could be making it hard on myself, but... I see other people go for a different one. Fuck me. Okay. All right, well, that makes me feel fine about that one. What was that? Third try? Third try is good. Third try is extraordinarily acceptable. Yeah, it's like one of those tricks where it's just like, I think getting it under 5 tries, I think is going to be very good. Even under 10 is going to be fine. I mean, like, timing-wise, it's just like the number of times I would have to like just show, like, just to reset would be not fun, but just like, just goes to show what goes into the world record route. I'll be doing it through the OBS thing. I have it set to like variable, like multiple sets of data that I'm sending to Twitch right now because of like multiple quality options. So I could be like sending less data to Twitch. I'm not worried about it, I don't think. I think it'll be fine. But I'll be, you know, I think it should be fine. I'm at least choosing not to worry. I mean, I'm not messing with these settings that I'm sending to, because I'll be opening up their version of OBS, right? And they probably have me set at different kilobits and a different setting. Oh, what am I doing? Oh my god. Yeah, their layout, all that. I'm not gonna do that. I probably could press R sooner. I wonder how soon I can press R and then be able to press enter when I land on the ground there. I'm so good at it. It's okay. Okay. Why are we practicing? Practice. As long as I get trench warfare first try. Not that that's going to be the be all end all of the run, but it's like I can. Oh my fuck! I consider myself good at that screen. What am I doing? We got to get the bad runs out of the way, right? It's, you know, like the real medical technique of bloodletting. You know, let out all the bad humors. That's what I'm doing right now. Is I'm just letting out all the bad runs, like an old medieval doctor would bloodlet to let out all the bad humors out of the patient's blood, because that's how that's how medicine works, right? And that's how speedrunning works. You just get all the bad runs out of your system, so all that's left in you is all the good gameplay. That's how it works. Take it from me, certified speedrunning expert at Metallama. More mouse bites. The patient needs more mouse bites. This vexes me. Yes, I do need more mouse bites, though. Ah, I'm stuck in the wall. I got out of the wall. I feel like at some point during the run, I'm going to say a true sign of a V6 expert is when they spam flip just in a long corridor. That's how you really know someone's good at the game. When they spam flip. Oops. Nope, nope. It's when I accidentally press my right mouse button. Or right enter button. Exactly. It makes you go faster. Guaranteed. Fuck me. I'm not saying that on stream. No! Oh! That would be a bad thing. That would be a very bad thing. We're gonna continue the run just to... But that would be awful if I accidentally did that, right? I mean, isn't that like the dash, the dive cancels in... I don't think that... I'm not likely to do that, but the thing is, the quick saving to retry DIS is just so much faster. It just makes me feel better, like just easier. Hit numlock. I don't know. I'm not likely to do that, but I've done that in just practicing the strats, because those are the 2 quick saves I usually try and get when I'm just practicing. And I'll set up the just the actual quick save at like the warp zone, and then I'll set up like the actual hard save at DIS, so I can like practice both of those tricks quickly back to back. It's just annoying to like warp out and then warp back in, right? It's funny when you like do the frame perfect into frame perfect, so you just kill the music for like the first 2 minutes of the run. It's just so funny. I mean, I know I've heard people like say, it's like, yeah, when you're listening to so-and-so song so much on repeat, it's like, I don't know. I haven't grown sick of listening to any of these songs yet. Like, even in some of my resets, you know, it's like, well, I like these songs. Good thing they haven't, like, burnt out for me. I mean, I haven't listened to them, like, on repeat in 10 years, you know? But they're just good songs, you know? They're just good. It's a really good one. It really do be. It really do be. I mean, I still need to... Not that I'm going to speedrun, like, Expedition 33, but I'm excited to beat that game, so I feel like I can finally pick up the soundtrack, you know? Here I go. Here I go again on my own. Going down the only road I've ever known. Like a twister, I was born to walk alone. But I made up my mind. Whatever the rest of the lyrics are. Just excited. Excited, I was singing. What? Don't you have a passion for exploring, Alpha? Don't you have a passion for exploring? Oh, gosh. I gave Viridian a haircut. And they're already bald. It certainly could be a whole lot worse. I really feel for the people that like run games with unskippable intros. That's what I feel bad about. Like, All right, this has a 20-second cutscene at the beginning. Not bad. That's not bad. I feel like most games have something longer than that, you know? Like the old Ocarina of Time runners before they would allow you to skip the opening cutscene, and the Wind Waker runs, you know, stuff like that. It's like, I know the old school thing was just, well, it's just how the game is. It's just like, dog, we know how the game is. Like, yeah, how long was the SMS one? Like, before you actually get to Delfino Plaza, you know? Like, the problem is that, like, that intro, like, fight with the one, like, Ink Piranha Plant is part of the gameplay. It is, but it's like, that's still like a whole however 10 plus minutes before you do like real shit. Like fucking hell. Like you gotta be wild. I mean, people did it. People did it. It was a popular speed run. It was well known, well loved, I think. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, I know that like you want people to watch the cutscenes, but it's like making them unskippable, I think, is a form of cruelty. Not even just for like speedrunners, but just like if you're a casual fan and you want to replay a game you love and you have to sit through 10 minutes of like before you can do anything like truly interesting, like what are we talking about? I know sometimes it's locked to New Game Plus, right? Where they'll allow you to like skip a cutscene, right? Or like when re-releases, they add that. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how long either, but it was certainly strenuous and long, you know? Yay. New trick easy. Doing things the hard way. I don't know. I think it's rather easy. How many times have I done? Indeed. Or classy Ronnie. Eat my beans, don't you? No? Acceptable. Yo, thank you, Redman. How'd your run go? I'm hoping I kill it. It's gonna be a tough one. I'm doing a tough route with a few inconsistent tricks that I can retry at least, but I am excited though, nonetheless. Gosh, I am the only mod here. I would give you a shout out. Oh heck yeah, that is fucking great. What were you running again? I had the stream running in the background, but I don't know if I was like watching directly for your run. That is sick though. Sword of the Sea. Oh yeah, you had Soul Mass. That was an interesting looking platformer. I caught a little bit of it. I saw Soul Mass was on commentary. It was like a 3D platformer of some sort. Y'all should give Redman a follow. I should probably follow you too. Gosh, I don't have a mod here. I'd give you a shout out to people that have an easier way of doing it. Journey and SSX? Okay. I've never played an SSX game. I have played Journey. Did I do that right? That was very quick. I can definitely press R earlier. Well, you gotta support the fellow NB speedrunners, of course, too. I mean, I'm sure as hell NB. I don't know how much of a speedrunner I am nowadays. I picked this game back up because I was gonna commentate for Ilumavi at SGDQ, and then I got back into shape in the game. It's gonna be part of my intro tomorrow, but like, I ran this game back in 2014, and I hadn't really speed ran too much since like 2017, a little bit in 2019, but the last teleport noise? Okay. Can you like not be able to save Violet then anymore if you like screw it up? Like, could I like truly fuck up my my save file? There's still variations, or there's still stuff about these glitches I do not know about in this game. For the record, Alpha here knows more than I do. One of my commentators, by the way. We're going to have, like, two of the most knowledgeable people about V6 glitches and tassing, and Metallama, who happens to somehow be gaming it. I don't know how that'll work, but, you know, it is what it is. I was at the first one. I didn't stick around for blood on the clock tower, and I just was too tired on Friday night to go to the open mic, which I feel disappointed in myself about. But it's just like, I went to a water park earlier in the day, and I was just like, I need to rest. I need to chill. You were there too? Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, it's just like, there's so many breakers of the Biney there that I do not remember if I said hi to you or if you like gave an intro. Yeah, I've been around too. It's one of the things where it's like, I'm annoyed by this, but it's also like, it's so cool that people know me from this. Did you see the Crazy Taxi run at HGDQ 25? Oh, how'd that do it? That was very, very lucky. Yeah, I was the singer for the Crazy Taxi run, so that's my kind of now speed claim to fame. Yeah, my eternal regret is that I was not able to be in the mosh pit at GDQ that I caused. Yep, that was me. That was me. That is my speedrunning real claim to fame now, is that people know me from that. But I was not able to be in the mosh pit that I caused at the Games Done Quick Marathon. Truly first world problems. Like, true first world problems, right? Like, that's... Like, who's complaining about that? But I wasn't able to be in the mosh pit I caused! What? Ugh! Oh, hi. That was fast. I clipped through so quick, I was like, oh, gosh. But yeah, that was my fun thing. I had a run in SGDQ 2017, and I've done a number of commentary blocks now. At this point, I've both in the past and saw a few more recent. Oh, you said the AGDQ, not the SGDQ. We just had SGDQ. But I was at the AGDQ Binary Breakers for a little bit, too. So this would be still a very good run. Yeah, this would be a very, very good run. Some of these tricks are hard. Yeah, I think I had to like quick dip in at the end of the Binary Breakers meet up at AGDQ, actually, because I think I had a volunteer shift that was just wrapping up. I don't remember. All the GDQ marathons start bleeding together at this point. Like, this past SGDQ is my 8th GDQ, and I've been to 5 in a row. SGDQ 24 through the most recent SGDQ. I have too many friends now to hang out with that, like, if I miss out on a GDQ, I feel like so utterly sad to miss him, you know? I'm very curious to see that mosh pit video, though. If it still exists. I think I did attend that one. Yeah. Well, it's like, as you know, Heavy, as you've seen, I just know so many people from attending so continuously, and now that, like, I can just say that I was part of that run, people go like, oh, it's like, so like people get excited to realize that was me now. And so it's like, that gives me a very easy conversation starter. And then we can just talk about other stuff, you know? I mean, I don't know if I'll ever actually like game again on the stage, because I don't know if I'll speedrun too much post this, but like, I mean, it is, but it's just like, as I've like said to so many other people, it's just like, I'd rather people talk to me and just, you know, talk to me as I am a gamer, right? Heck yeah. Oh, I do want to see that. I want to talk to people as a fellow gamer, as just someone who can talk to folks, and not as like be considered a quote speedrun celebrity. It's like Shredberg posts this like every GDQ. Now people at work don't know I'm a micro celebrity, and it's just like, you know, it's somewhat random true. I watched that video. It was so funny. I had no idea Napalm Death was English. I haven't like listened to their music like almost at all, but I was just like, oh, like the singer is just in suspenders and sounds like a British bloke, you know? Yeah, and the mosh pit scene there was so funny. I know they're legendary. I mean, I made the jokes like, oh, 20 minutes. Did they fit 15 songs in? They did play like a 2-second song, and I was like, oh, wow, yep, that's at least my impression of Napalm Death, or, you know, those other grindcore bands, you know? Like, AC. That I don't want to say. But I'm quite, I know that bands like that are legendary, even if like I haven't, you know, like listened to them, right? God knows I haven't listened to like enough like proper death metal, right? I have like a death record I have like an Opeth, a couple Opeth albums. I don't think like 2Dos has sent me as much like death stuff. I obviously don't know my thrash. Like 2Dos was showing me, this is pretty good thrash. This is pretty good thrash. I was like, yeah, I guess I'm just not too interested in thrash, right? I will check it out after this run. I'm just still like being a part of this like showcase. I'm so excited to do so because it's just like I've accepted my place like as, you know, just, well, even before like the Crazy Taxi run, I'd accepted my place as just kind of someone like on like the good fringes of the speedrun community, but like one that was part of just the community like socially and like having a lot of friends and stuff like that. And like even like the Crazy Taxi run, I was known as a performer and not necessarily a gamer anymore. This channel, I mostly just casually game. God knows I have a backlog that I need to get back to. But like when I started derusting this for like giving commentary, like better commentary for like the SGDQ run, it was like, oh, I'm actually getting better. And I started adding the harder and harder tricks that were in the world record for this category. And I got all the way up to second place at one point. And that was just like, what are we? How'd that happen? I'm now down in fourth because a couple of the older heads were like, we can't let this old dog beat us. Joke intended, but like I inspired people to pick up the category again and improve their times, which is sick as hell. And that's part of speedrunning, baby. Inspiring each other, inspiring people to go faster, to improve their times, to get other people to derust their runs and to get better. That's like, that's the good stuff. That's the good shit, you know? Like I posted about this, I think it was earlier this week or last week. I think it was earlier this week, that the top 4 times in V6 100% are under a month old. And I don't know the last time that happened. I've been kind of out of the community, but like legitimately me being more active again has gotten other people to like brush the dust off their shoulders and improve. And I think that's awesome. Like, who cares about like a number 2 on the leaderboards, right? Like, I've had times in old games that have been swept away by time, but like, I don't know. I think the community impact and being remembered as a decent person and a good person to talk to is, I think, more important than having a world record or like a really high time on the leaderboards, you know? God knows I'm the only one, because I keep on talking about it, remembers that I had a world record for 2 months in this category back in 2014 of all goddamn years. But it's like, people remember me otherwise. That's good. Oh, there's nothing there. I don't know why I was about to talk as if there was something. There's nothing there. I don't want to talk about that. I wanted to do that. It's fun to flip off of things, even if they don't save time, because it's fun to flip. It's just flipping awesome, you know what I mean, right? Right, man? It's just so fun to flip off of things. That's just how it is. I don't know what I'm going for the, like, skater voice. Yeah, it's just so flippin' sick, man. Yeah, bruh. Someone has gotta stop me if I start doing voices on the GDQ stream. Someone has gotta just stop me. It's gonna have to be like someone with like the entertainer Kane from off stage, Like, just someone break into my apartment and just, like, the cane and just pull me off screen. Just like, but that's all, folks. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And that's just going to happen. I don't know how cosmic entities can make sure that happens, but it's going to happen if I start getting off script. Yeah, that was not it. But this run is not going well so far, but, you know, it can go well strictly if I get the tricks. That's the main thing. Yay. That is free. God, that's free. You just have to say to those moving enemies, you can't kill me. They can't kill you without your consent. Yay, frame perfect tricks. That still doesn't feel like it should be frame perfect. Those I get them way more often than they should be frame perfect. Are they really frame perfect? I don't know if I trust. Fuck me, I'm getting worse at this room. Oh, that was close. Yeah. Like, I get what you mean. I get what you mean. It's like... Like, I'm not too bad at that, right? Why? I didn't want to... I feel like... That's the most annoying thing. When I get it, like, too fast. Because I'm trying to, like, slowly mash it. Like, it feels bad to do, like, dut, you know, with my thumb. But it's like... You want to clear it relatively quickly, right? Whatever. It's still like third or fourth try. Acceptable. Acceptable. Oh, my beans. I did not want to get all the way up there so quick. Okay. Well, when I have my middle finger on the R key, I'm using my thumb to press space. Like, now I have my middle finger on the space bar. And I'm doing that, but when I have my other finger, like my middle finger on the R key, then I have my thumb on the space bar. Because, like, if I need to do, like, a telejump, like, yeah, I have my thumb on space bar. That's why I move my hand position. Sometimes I need to look down at the keyboard, make sure I have my middle finger on the right key. Because I'm mostly, like, right now, I have my thumb back on the space bar on my middle finger on E. I don't know why, because I need to mash V in space for this. And then, like, for that, like, I'm doing that. Oh, hello. I hear a noise. Yo! What's up, Vix? How are you doing? Thank you for the 10-month sub. Yeah, no, that's a little too binary for me. I'm not pleased with you. How are you doing this weekend? Nice, fast, speedy. French warfare. Everyone plays this game weird as hell. Yeah, I mean, I don't have any other things changed. Like, but it's like... But here, like there, I'm playing with, you know, like thumb pressing spacebar. Because I need the R key when I'm flipping around, you know, there to get the trinket and then press R. You still yearn for more CDs. Oh God, we had to stop you from buying more at like Electric Fetus. That was one of the funnest things I did all week. I'm stuck in the wall. Stuck in the wall, and you're to blame. You give me a bad name, bad name. I need help. I need help. Do you have any distortion pedals, Vix? Ah, how slow. Nope, no, we don't change it there. We just stay there. We don't want to... When I went to Chicago Music Exchange yesterday with Twinkie, I started looking into him. Oh, that was way too slow. Hell yeah. Respect. Respect. The problem is that like Two-Dose like showed me a more expensive version of the one I was looking at yesterday, like really hardcore at Chicago Music Exchange. That was too quick. That was too quick. Fuck. Yo, what's up, Kiara? How are you doing tonight? This is a hard trick. There we go. Pedals, but don't use them. Nice. A wand distortion. Yeah, because of like the kind of punk lines or hardcore lines I'm thinking of in my head, I do want a distortion pedal. I feel like that this kind of stuff I want to play wants that. What do you mean you're around HRU? Ah, part of the chorus, nice. I need to play with people. I want to try writing. Oh, how are you? Oh, I'm doing pretty okay. I've had such a busy weekend that like I did a whole shit ton of nothing today, and that's what I needed to do. Like, Thursday, right after work, I met up with a couple friends and we went to the Rush concert in town. And it was blessed. It was truly blessed. Oh, that was too early. Fuck. And then Friday I took off because one of my friends was still in town. He had flown in. So we went to a museum. We went to a music store where I was testing out some bass distortion and drive pedals. He was looking at guitars. We were both looking at like some of the basses I was looking at. But he's more of a guitar player and I'm, you know, the bass player, you know. I am a bass player, you know. This would still be an acceptable run. See, I failed that one trick a whole bunch of times, and this is still under... Supposed to play a video game today. But like, you know... Instruments, right? Instruments. Yeah, that'd still be very acceptable. Oh... Like... I'm not plugged into my audio interface to be able to hear. Hades 2? Hell yeah. Hades 2 is great. Oh gosh, that dang. So how does this sound? Does this sound okay? I was seeing it was popping through my mic aux. But it looks like it should be all right. Nice. learning some punk songs. I picked up some picks from the Chicago Music Exchange, but they have like a little less. Oh, I lost one of my Tortex, like my actual Tortex picks, but I just like how the like the actual like 0.73. I don't know. I just like how these they have a little more grip to it. You know? Yo, what's up, Maj Bloom? How are you doing? How'd that go? It's going pretty well. I'm practicing for, I'm doing a showcase run, a kind of a marathon run on the Games Done Quick channel tomorrow night for the Non-Binary People's Day celebration kind of showcase. I'm going to be playing this game, B6. I just pulled out my bass because I was talking about, you know, guitar stuff. So I'm really excited about that. Like just like doing speedrunning again for a bigger stage is gonna be cool. I mean, I have so many games I need to play, and honestly, the sooner I can get done with my little speedrunning detour, or I can finish other games, like on Chapter 5 with my friend Sky of Deltarune. Finally beat Expedition 33 and get to a bunch of other games. I think I'm gonna pick up like Expedition, not Expedition, but Ace Attorney 5 soon. Like a friend gifted me the Apollo Justice collection. I'd played up to four in the mainline games and a bunch of other side games like a number of years ago. I really need to, gosh, I'm dropping more frames, aren't I? Yeah, my frames have been something. Oh, hi, Tudos again. I literally just put the I put the base back away. Yeah, I've played Ace Attorney 1 through 4. So I've played the 3 Phoenix Wright games. I've played Apollo Justice. I've played the 2 Miles I could. I mean, I don't know what else I'll play, but I could. I did just have it out for a sec. You should have been here sooner. You were here before. Oh gosh. I've played YYZ. I can't do anymore. Oh, what's that part? I didn't even turn the volume up. I needed to turn the. Yeah, and I'm getting frame drops today. So I don't. I can do that, and then it's like. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I mean it's. Da, 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 da. I don't know how it's sounding because I don't. I'd have to unplug my headphones and plug them into the right here. I'm trying my best here. This is a hard song. I've not practiced this one. Obviously I can do like, you know, like. Just gotta like smash the strings because that's what fucking Getty does, you know. Like I could play other, you know, Rush songs much better than this one. This is the hard one, you know. Hearing you play this in the hotel room on like Saturday night was going like, oh god, I suck at bass. I mean, you're good at bass. You're good at bass, you know. And I mean, you have years on me. You have years on me. I can't compare. Comparison is the thief of joy. Comparison is the fucking thief. I'm actually better. Vix, that's my friend you're talking about, and you are great at a lot of things. So please don't insult my friend like that. That's very rude. I'm certainly better at doing this part than I was recently, you know? Well, I haven't practiced this in a very long time, but But yeah, I was also. Well, let me pull up fucking. Wait, wrong. I've been playing. I've been playing for a year and a half. Tudos and Squid helped me give me advice when I bought my first base in like it was either January 31st or February 1 of 2025. I've been playing for a year and a half. Year and a half. Base 3 here is exactly Tudos' fault. This is Tudos' fault. You see what I've been doing with this thing? I think it looks better and better. My friend Val gave me this sticker too at GDQ. I think it says gender chaotic. Like, fuck yeah. I don't know if I have a spot, like a nice spot on the front of this. I won't cover up some other shit, so I think I'm gonna put it like. So the only stuff I have in the back here is this here. I kind of want to put it like down here. But yeah, I want to pick up a distortion pedal. As I was telling Tudos, and Tudos was giving me advice yesterday and today. And I was also asking like heavy about it. Oh, put this on. I'm pulling up like a tab, you know. What's like the and it's passing is such a complicated thing too, because like, you know, fuck gender expectations, you know, like men and women come in all different shapes and sizes, cis as well as trans, but it's also like you want to be seen for who you are and you don't want to have to fucking defend yourself at every fucking, you know, like, you know, twist and turn. It's hard. I mean, I just want to pass as NB, I think. But it's like, it's one of those things where like NB is old, non-binary, and those who want to be seen as outside the binary is fucking weird enough as is. How do you pass as NB? I don't know if there is a thing where it's just like, you want to elicit confusion in the people who are okay with gender bullshit and, you know, pronouns and shit, you know, ask and get it, but it's like, you know, sucks, you know. I think you should, yeah. I'm not good at like picking that fast, right? You know, like it's when it's the 5 pattern, right? You know, it's like I'm doing like dun, 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 dun. I'm restarting it, right? As opposed to going like. But like, I know it's like I'm a year and a half in, right? I'm doing pretty okay, I think. You know, when I give myself, you know, the fucking credit for it, right? God knows I was trying to play Sunshine of Your Love way back when and doing okay. God, I'm trying to learn I'm the One right now by the Descendants. I'm still getting up to speed and also just learning that there's a bass line like this, a punk song, a fast punk song that was played with fingers is like, I'm getting there. Doing pretty okay. Doing pretty okay. 22? Yeah. I'm working on that one. That one I'm definitely not too good at yet. Because it's like also like I want a distortion pedal, but obviously it's like for a lot of these songs and a lot of the other stuff, it's like that wouldn't be the play. You know, or at least a little bit of extra drive, maybe a little bit of extra distortion, but like not like an obscene amount, right? You don't need a ton of fucking distortion for certain stuff, right? I'm just gonna play this little riff. This is one of my favorite things I've learned recently. It's that little bridge part of Ruby Soho. And it's something like that. I usually like do this and then I just slide the. Oh yeah. Gotta work on others. But I mean, I'm learning shit. I'm gotten pretty decent. It's just always like finding new songs to learn like that. I haven't listened to Descendants much, but like my bass teacher mentioned them. Is like, oh, I think you'd like them, and I gotta find some other stuff. Top D. Yeah, I mean, like I try and pick out songs that have like it's like I wanted to do more. I wanted to. So it's like I've been looking more at punk stuff, and like I've been asking my teacher more for like what's some, because he like grew up on punk, so it's like good stuff. I don't know like any. I think I've heard of like I think I've heard Flagpole Sitta, but I don't know anything else of Harvey Danger. Yeah. I mean, I want to play with people. Like, I'm okay playing a supporting role. I'd like to learn more interesting bass line. Because it's just like, yeah, if I wanted to just play like pop punk, I could just do like. Dang. I mean, what I would say to that is takes one to know one. Takes one to know one. I mean, I think what I really need to do, especially because we didn't have too much time to jam at GDQ, I need to drive up to y'all and we need to like just jam at some point. I need to bring one of my instruments and we just need to hang. It's just like... See, I'm just messing with stuff right now. I have no idea what I'm playing, but it feels good, right? Huh. A lot of stream. A lot of That's the... I don't know. I barely know Master of Puppets. I may have heard the song a couple of times. I know like Master, Master, but I don't know like the riff. But except that's for whom the bell tolls, you know. I mean, that's the problem, is that I have so many friends at the GDQ marathons now, and if I don't go, I'm gonna feel like I've missed out on hanging out with friends. I can at least like, I know enough to be dangerous where if someone has an idea, I can start like noodling around it, I think. I mean, that's y'all's problem. Y'all are addicted to tiles. Lemon juice in your eyes. That's making me think of like a fucking... There's a Twilight Zone episode. Now I'm actually putting this away. Should I do one more run? Should I do one more run, or should I just call it here? It's like other people have like ways that they play, ways that they compose, way that they jam. People assuming I'm talking as if I know anything about this shit, right? But like I'm assuming that the actual musicians like Heavy and Pseudos who have, you know, recorded stuff, been in bands, they probably know a little more about like playing with other people, having different like kind of recording and jamming styles. I don't know. I think I'm gonna do one more run. So yeah, hi everyone. I play V6. I promise I play V6. I've done it so little. Well, I mean, you're left-handed, and that's unfortunate in that regard, is that, like, most people don't have just, you know, like, left-handed instruments lying around. Well, I mean, considering, like... Considering what I've seen about what can happen to a guitar at GDQ, whoa, that's... What? How? How did you learn left-handed? You just picked up an instrument and started learning it left-handed? That's kind of wild, actually. You've doomed yourself to never be able to, like, walk into a used music store, a used instrument store, and to find an instrument that speaks to you that's actually, like, set up to be left-handed. I mean, he's got a point where it's like, huh, like, why would you do all, like, the main dexterous stuff with your left hand that's supposed to be the offhand, like the fretboard movement, rather than, like, the strumming, which is, well, I guess, like, you know, plucking can, depending if you're, like, a bass player, can be pretty complicated. Behave. Lol. Lamau. But yeah. I don't know. I feel like getting a... I'm going to go back to the fucking distortion pedal because that's what I'm thinking about right now. Is that, like, I feel like that'll help inspire me in other ways, but it's like... I want to use it to play with people. That's one thing I really want. Is that, like, so I don't want to buy another instrument, at least for a bit, because it's just like, I don't want to just have this stuff to, like, just sit and rot in my room. I want to play with people. But, you know, as long as I'm still, like, practicing and learning, you know, and still, like, making progress that I can feel. That's what I've heard, too. And, like... But it's like, I'm not actually, you know, making efforts to find people in the area to play with, which is, like... I would need to do that, but it's also, like, I'm in an area where I probably could find people to play with if I really want to, you know? Being a mildly okay new bass player that can sing. Yeah, I don't want to get down that rabbit hole. I feel like also with bass, like, you just don't need as much. Like, I could probably just not pick up pedals and be fine, but I feel like for a style that I want to do, probably having a good distortion pedal would be a good thing. I mean, like, I just feel like probably if I ever, like, actually was in a band, I'd probably want, like, a tuning and volume pedal. But, like... And, like, a distortion pedal, right? I mean, like, I don't know what else you need. Like, but, like... If I really got serious, I feel like that would be stuff. But it's just, like... I'm not serious. I want to do this stuff as a hobby, but, like... If I'm gonna do it as a hobby, I want to improve. Like, I just have, like, one of those, whatever, I forget what it's called. The one that attaches to the headstock, which that's what we don't want to have happen in the minor time loss, but certainly. Randomized bass tuning? Fuck yeah. Band randomizer. Everyone picks up a different instrument. .com. So true. God, I saw Majin Phil playing DK64 randomizer the other night, and I was going like, another one's been gotten. I used to watch Phil a ton way back in the day. Fuck. And then, you know, as he got to be a bigger streamer, it's like, I can't really talk and chat anymore, and then he just kind of stopped doing exclusively Zelda speedruns. And I was like, not my thing anymore. But, you know, that's valid shit, right? Bro is a professional streamer, professional content creator. He has to, like, find ways of doing stuff, you know? Will that be, like, really easy for them to set up? I'm assuming so. I haven't watched, like, the newest video that Tudos and Balam put out. That's the thing, is that I would need to, like, dedicate a couple days to, like, getting through a seed. Ah, fucking hell. I am losing concentration. What, you don't know all Rare games? Including the ones that are not starring furry animals? I expected more of you, Tudos. Is there a Kazooie randomizer? Because I feel like I've heard of a Tooie randomizer, but I feel like I haven't heard of Kazooie. I feel like I've more heard about Tooie, though. Is there just more to randomize in Tooie? What am I doing? It's not really constant. Just fine. This is more of a showcase run. More complex. Yeah, I want to do Tooie at some point. But, like, you know, obviously I played Kazooie earlier this year, you know. Second try on that trick is pretty good. I mean, the problem is that, like, it'd probably be easier for me to get the N64 version up running. Oh yeah, nuts and bolts. God, I remember the good old days of JonTron. Cars? Cars? Cars! And I, holy shit, will always love you. How could you do this to me? How could you do this to me? I remember those bits. I remember those bits. I watched those videos so much as a fucking kid. What am I doing? It was a good one. I used to watch his videos religiously. There were some of the first like YouTube videos that I remember watching, like them in his like his Sonic videos, like can you feel the sunshine? Does it brighten up the day? I didn't really watch Game Grumps as much. I think I had a friend or two that watched Game Grumps, but I mostly just watched like those. And I remember watching some. Who was it? Was the other guy that was on like Boots, Iron Boots or Heavy Boots? The not Peanut Butter Gamer, whatever the hell. Yeah. And I watched some, like, Aaron Hansen videos, though he released them so infrequently. Whatever his, comparison videos and some of his animation stuff. Ego Raptor. I never really watched Pro Jared. Obviously, I've heard of the controversy stuff about, the cheating on his wife and all that jazz, but it's just like... But I've never really watched him. I just had heard of him, It's one of those things where it's just like, stuff was funny, It's like, it sucks when you learn that a content creator you, like, enjoyed. It's also just like one of those things where it's just like, the more you learn about your content creators, the more they can disappoint you, right? Where it's just like, if they're just an internet comedian, where it's just like, okay, right? It's whatever. But it's just like when they share more about themselves and you get parasocial about it, which is part of, that's part of, I know that like parasociality is like a weird thing, but it's also like, it's part of the modern, like, I don't even know if it's part of the modern thing. It's just like the more you learn about someone that you consume content from, that you watch shows from, that you watch YouTube videos from, you feel like you get to know them, get a bit of their personality, and you enjoy that. That's part of... I don't know. That is part of, like... And obviously with streaming and YouTube videos, the barrier is a little bit more broken down than it used to be when it was just a TV show or watching, someone do interviews, one of your movie stars, right? Yeah, I mean, it is part of like putting on a like, this is my, your streamer mask, and it's, I at least in this channel, I know a lot of the people who watch me, and I feel like that maybe they can learn a little bit more about me, and that is an issue in a sense if someone felt like they knew me more than they actually did, but it's like, I don't know, I try not to worry too much about it, because it's like, I don't know, I can't. But then it's just like, if I can meet someone at a GDQ, it's like, alright, yeah, I met you, We're friends. Oh, God. But, like, I get it, that can be something that you need to watch out for, I remember hearing a story about, like, a friend that will remain nameless about, used to do YouTube videos, used to stream more. And, like, they had someone come up to them that, like, found them from stuff, And it was just like, what the fuck? And it was weird and all that stuff. And it's just like, I need to protect my identity more, they realized. And it's just like, I thankfully haven't had anything weird like that, but it's also just like, I don't know. God. But But I mean, I don't know. I like the GDQ marathons, which just like, I mean, obviously some people like, you know, you're just a viewer, you're not a friend, but it's like, I feel like in other cases, you know, people are friends, right? There we go. Finally. That'll be fine. It's like that still took a couple tries on double intermission skip and took a couple tries on the warp zone trick, and it'll still be far below 20 minutes. So I'm not too worried. Obviously, this has been a crapshoot of a stream where it's just been practice, and then I've been practicing bass. I hope you all enjoyed the bass noodling. But it's like, I don't know. I'm not a big streamer, so I don't have to worry about like masses of people wondering about me. Most of the people I actually talk to that hang out here are usually people I talk to on a more regular basis, either in like Discord servers or like in actual like chat, and I actually get to know them more than just someone who thinks they know me from a perceived connection, right? But I mean, that's a difference. There's a difference there, you know? Yeah. I mean, like, I haven't pulled out the 5-string in a bit because I've been working more on punk songs. I feel like that playing my Rush songs on that thing feels better. I'm more used to that with that one. But I haven't tuned it in a bit, and I'm liking playing the PA bass. I'm getting more used to playing that one. It's the cheapest instrument I bought. It's the cheapest instrument I own, and it feels good. I haven't pulled out like the 4-string Ibanez in a bit. I probably need to get the neck adjusted because it's been the summer, but yeah, that was a pretty okay run. That was very sloppy, but it's still good enough. This is still good enough. This is still a good enough run that would be a successful run. Oh, God. I guess I'm doing one more run. One more practice run. Hi, Alimra. Hi, Alimra. One more practice run. One more practice. I gotta redo my nails tonight. I gotta redo my nails tonight. I think I have time. How was Persona 4 Golden? Did you finish up, or do you still have a little bit left to go? I don't even know. Did I actually introduce you, Vix and Alimra, or did I even get like you two in the same room at GDQ? I cannot recall. Not the true ending. You're grump about it? Oh, God. Oh, no. Okay, that's good at least. I couldn't recall. I think I did. Like, I can't talk about it because I don't want to talk spoilers in case. That's good at least. I'm at least glad I got to introduce you two. Why didn't that work? One more practice run. Oh yeah, that's true. You did go there. Ah. That sucks ass. That sucks ass. Yeah, no. That's why I didn't say anything. Oh, that was really good. The defeat pose. I still need you to get back to me, Alimra, about setting up Evil Zone online. Wi-Fi zone. I am thinking of it. I am thinking of it. It's okay. I wouldn't have had time to play it this weekend anyways. But yeah, this stream has been scuffed in a good way. I played bass for like 2 separate 20-minute sections. Permission to share the pic. Oh yeah, that pic. That was a sick pic. Yeah. I should probably fill out the cosplay like feedback form. I haven't done that yet. Are y'all closing it at some point? I just haven't had the brain cells to think about it yet. Oh, I was not. I have not seen that. I've not seen that yet. Alimra's in my Discord, I'm pretty sure. Fuck. I think you are. Alimra should be. Oh, I don't. He'd be one of the first names. He's got a pretty high up alphabetical name. And I don't think he's named himself anything weird in my Discord. Are you not? Fuck. I mean, I can send you a link. I think that if you do !point Discord, I don't know if that link is still active. Fuck. Lamau. I don't know. I haven't tested to see if it still has a valid link or if it's like expired or something. Shows how much of a professional streamer I am. I'm just surprised you weren't. You could have been. It would have been entirely valid for you to be in there for the past, I don't know how many years. Not that, like, I don't know, fun discussions happen there. It's active enough. Like, people talk there. And I mean, I also post my schedules there, you know. What in the hot Kaizo Geometry Dash? I still have not played Geometry Dash. How are you doing, Asato? Oh, that could be it. That could definitely be it. I was about to say, y'all are probably at least in GDQ servers and other servers. I'm gonna paint my nails black tonight, and I'm gonna quick do laundry at my parents' tomorrow, get back in time to do commentary for Child of Light. And I wanna do my lipstick and eyeliner for the run tomorrow. Even if I'm wearing glasses, I wanna do my eyeliner for tomorrow. I mean, I had my turquoise nails because I wanted to, you know, match Viridian. But like, I want to do black tomorrow. I just want to, you know. I saw someone like look blinged out as fuck, like with makeup on the showcase today. I'm like, heck yeah, I'm not the only one who wanted to like makeup and all that. Fuck. Makes sense. I did that wrong. I mean, these runs don't need to peak. You just need to get a decent enough run, you know. Hot pink and light blue, hell yeah. I don't know if pink would look good on me. Not in like a bad sense, but I just don't know if that's like a color I like for nail polish. Cause is that Kaya's death pose that Vix was doing? I think it was, right? I have like a forest green as well, and I have multiple shades of purple. Oh, I remember that I gotta talk to Sky because she was saying that she has a ton of nail polish that she hasn't used in years, and she might be willing to send me some, and I got to see what she has and see if any I think would be cool. So I'm like, yes. I removed my nail polish last night because it's like, all right, it's about time for me to redo it. I have maybe like 5 nail polishes or something. It's not an obscene number, but it's... I mean, you just wear black. I'd tell you to spice your life up, but I think that black and white just is your theme colors. So it's like... And, I mean, you pull it off like hell, you know? Like how recurring or just like an occasional one? Because God knows if I agree to another thing that happens, I don't know if I'd be able to make it too often, but like, I'd be interested. I don't know if I have time. It'd be cool, dude. But definitely let me know. Yes. Yes, I am interested. Keep me in the loop. You wanted to homies. Oh yeah, that's right. One Piece isn't too long, right? It's just, it's called One Piece. Is it just like a one episode, just an OVA or something? I don't know if I've heard of One Piece. What is that? Oops. Just do a random flip up. The One Piece! The One Piece is real! And we get much higher! So high! Ow, ow, ow. Ow, 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 ow. And we get much higher! So high! I mean, God knows I'm not going to take any days off for the rest of the year, almost always. So it's just like, I'm just going to be sticking around home. Maybe I could do like small, like local. God, that's reminding me, next Sunday, Rolo Tomasi's in town. I haven't even checked if there's tickets left. I probably shouldn't, but I'm tempted. But God, Rush was so good. I'm so excited for you, Two Dose. I'm so excited for you. I'm wearing my Rush shirt. I told you that. I was just like, I have to buy a shirt. I know they're UK. Yeah, that is kind of sad, but like, yeah. I didn't even think of you. I was like, I had started a conversation with my friend Twinkie and, you know, Trisha. And then it was just like, we just like, yeah, we're doing it, you know? It's so fucking silly that like, you, me, and TSD all have tickets for different days, right? It's just so funny. Aha, something my heart aches are half a world away. Known ahead, born to go it along, hold it along, hold it along and hold it, go it along, hold it along. Ho, ho, hold, oh. I don't know the lyrics to the song very well. Are half a world away. Oh, nice. Did I tell you that I saw them like way back when, like in 2017? That's not way back when, but I saw them in 2017 when they were opening for Paramore. Are they headlining this tour? But no, I don't think you did. Oh, you're seeing Death Cab? Nice. I don't know them too well. I think I've listened like once on YouTube to like what is it? Transatlantic? Whatever that transatlantic one is that I kind of feel like I saw at some point was their most. I think I saw that was like their most well-renowned album, but I do not know Death Cab too well. Transatlantic. I know Transatlantic, you know, with Neil Morse and Portnoy and the guy from Flower Kings and the bassist from Marillion, at least at one point. All right, have a good night, Vix. Thanks for hanging out. Whoop, they, them. That's me. I got that trick first try too, which is nice. A late night if I have to wait for each code to finish trying, but that's what it is. Fuck. I think the showcase is gonna go well tomorrow, but I'm playing a little sloppy now, not on the tricks necessarily, but just on the other stuff. I think I'm just kind of locked out right now. Like I'm not locked in. It's not locked in. Yeah. I am too. Like, just doing another, like, speedrunning showcase. I haven't done that in 2017. Literally 2017, I haven't, like, done a showcase. Like, where I'm actually the gamer, you know? Like, I know I could point to, oh, yeah, but singing is different than this kind of performance. No, it's not, like, dissimilar, but, like, you know... Yeah, this would be a really good... Yeah, an IG, or this was like a third try DIS, but pretty good, IGT even with the save and quits, but this would be a fantastic run with this time. I think this time is faster if I get this time, like that 15:27, that's a faster like real time run than Elo's GDQ run, which I should, if I perform pretty okay, even with a few restarts for DIS. This is a faster route. This is a much faster route. So like, if I can beat his RTA time, I mean that's to be expected. This route is that much better. It's a tough route. But yeah. All right. Thank you for the raid again, Alimra. Now I'm gonna raid out. I appreciate the raid though. We can raid Wayward. We can raid Wayward. Or we could raid Warm Ham. I'm going to raid Warm Ham. To have a chance to raid Warm Ham is not a chance I get very often. Because he doesn't stream as much. But he's a homie. The old school homie. Thanks for watching, everybody. I will be pinging in my Discord server about this stuff. I'm really excited to show this game off for everyone. And oh, hi Goof. Yeah, you missed the stream, but we're gonna be raiding Goofball, or not Goofball. Fuck, you're Goofball. We're gonna be raiding Warm Ham, another really cool person. Thank you for hanging, and I will definitely be pinging folks for the run tomorrow. Definitely watch out for it on the Games Done Quick channel. I'll catch y'all later. Peace out, homies. Bye.